morning. Got us thinking. We got some ideas from it. Drink a large glass of water the second you wake up. Natalie, you say you do this?
I do that. Yeah, I do that, especially if I've had some wine the night before.
So what's it supposed to do? Boost your energy?
I take it with supplements too, you know, with my vitamins or whatever. But I think it helps kind of rev you up in the morning, rehydrate you, and also some say it boosts your energy. I don't know if that's...
Some of our viewers tweeted when we asked them what they do to make things faster. Brush your teeth in the shower, lay out the clothes the night before.
I do that too. I lay out my clothes.
And then Willie set the world on fire with his revelation.
Well, Al agrees. We do the same thing. You
shave the night before.
But you guys can. You don't have a hair problem.
So you guys shave in the morning?
We're like weeds.
So you shave the night before, you save your time in the morning.
It saves you a few minutes, and also if you nick yourself, you can recover quicker, because if you nick yourself at 4 in the morning, by 7 you might still have a problem.
All right. I've gotten my coffee routine down to under 60 seconds. It's kind of embarrassing, but I drink instant coffee, and I find it to be delicious. Brought to you by Starbucks.
You don't even use a cup. You just come.
No, I mean, that's the next step is just to put the straight injection of caffeine.
She mainlines coffee.
I know, but it's good. That is strong, good instant coffee, and I can make it really fast.
You know what a strange one was on that BuzzFeed list? People say if you take a bath rather than a shower, it's quicker because you don't get your hair wet.
Yeah, but doesn't a bath, you're supposed to soak.
It's luxurious. You're in there for an hour.
Well, plus, that's kind of gross. You're in dirty bath water.
Okay. Enjoy your
breakfast. Apparently. We're back after your local news.
By the way, your local news.
Savannah.
All right, Willie, thanks. Bring the wings over. And we'll say hello to Victor Garber, the 6-time Emmy nominee, stars in NBC's new drama Deception. And he has a memorable role in the Golden Globe-winning movie Argo. Victor, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you all.
We want to talk Deception in a moment, but Argo, the whole cast is up for Screen Actors Guild Award this weekend.
We're excited. I'm flying out there tomorrow and back on the red eye.
And this is, good times. This is all kind of in the family for you, because Ben Affleck, of course, directs. You starred with his wife, Jennifer Garner, in Alias for many years.
It's incestuous, but, you know, it's paid off.
Yeah. You're also the godfather of their child, Violet.
My daughter Leela, loves this show, Deception.
Joining on
the
Monday.
Greatest. Yeah, he's back for a while. And
bad guy, good guy, because we know he plays a good bad guy.
Deception is the concept.
Yeah, people do things, thinking they're doing the right thing, and it's
bad. I see him as a bad guy, though.
Yeah.
It must be kind of fun to play someone with some complexities, though.
Well, yeah, because let's face it,
acting.
we're all a little complex.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Twisted and tortured, I might say. All right. Well,
not you, though.
No, present company excluded.
Yes.
Victor Garber, it is great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
And a reminder, you can catch Deception Monday nights, 9 Central Time, right here on NBC. And coming up, today's top clicks. What will be the video that will take the top spot this week? Find out after your local news and weather. We have these wonderful folks who come by and say hello to us, and we're saying hello to them from, well, let's face it, inside Studio 1A. Hi, guys. Do you blame us?
Yes, they do.
We say good morning to them. And I'm Savannah Guthrie alongside Willie Geist, who's in for Matt, Al Roker, and Natalie Morales. And coming up, the top clicks of the week, including one woman's over-the-top reaction to becoming a grandmother. She's pretty excited.
We got some really good ones this week. We'll show you in just a minute. Also ahead, what can you learn about somebody from their refrigerator? This morning, the start of a new series here that gives you a look inside some famous fridges. Our first brave souls, Tori Spelling and her husband, Dean McDermott.
I would never let anyone look at my refrigerator
for champagne.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Wine.
Pretty much wine, bottles of water.
I have a refrigerator with a glass door, so it makes you
I could never have that refrigerator.
That's a great discipline.
All right. Then makeup star Bobby Brown helps some women in our crowd put their best faces forward, and she's going to share 3 tips every woman needs to know.
And later, how to get an upgrade when you travel on everything from your flight, your hotel, to your rental car.
All right, lots to get to, but first we got to get a check of this weather.
All right, let's look at the weekend ahead. Get that weather anytime you need it this weekend. Go to the Weather Channel on cable or weather.com online.
All right, Al, thanks. And now it's time to remember which of us called this one. It is the Smarty Cat. Kiddo has the skills, dominated with this one. A very excited grandma-to-be when this one...
And it's a baby block.
That may have just moved up to block number 1 on my outlet.
And you hear I think it must be her husband going, what the H?
Watch out, kiddo. Grandma's coming for you there.
Exactly.
Let's move on to click number 3. We just saw it in trending. Fast food inspiring some fast rhyme. Or a great show of sportsmanship. Spanish run. Let's review today's top clicks. The choices are the Smarty Cat.
I liked Grandma, but I don't know, fast food rap is pretty fun.
Fast food rap.
I love that
original.
DJ, whatever.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I go for fast food
It's
rap.
hopeless. It's hopeless. Up next, 3 beauty resolutions every woman. I'm Willie Geist alongside Savannah Guthrie, Natalie, and Al. Let's get right to today's Take 3. A lot of people talking about the first on-camera interview with Manti Te'o. He did it with Katie Couric yesterday. He admitted that after he learned of the hoax in December, he misled reporters and his parents into thinking he met his girlfriend in person. Obviously, that never happened. He said he was embarrassed, quite frankly. He came out and just said, I knew it. I was humiliated. I'd gone so far down this road.
What would you do in that situation, he asked?
I didn't know how to turn back. We also yesterday got our first sound of the voice of the woman who turns out to be a man who we thought was like a girl. So now the lawyer representing this guy, Renaya Tuasisopo, admits that his client impersonated the voice of Lene.
But there's some controversy over that as well, because another New York paper, the New York Post, is reporting that it was, in fact, Renaya Tuasisopo's cousin. So it gets even more convoluted.
Actually, Dr. Race is a good point. At what point do you think people have just kind of had enough of this whole thing?
I think people have had are more done with it than we are.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the folks are ready to move on.
Well,
I think so,
what's
too.
fascinating about it is sort of the question of how much do we live our lives online and how much are we willing to sort of suspend reality when it comes to certain things. And I think in this case you saw a very perhaps naive young man who got duped. It's the dupe of the century for the most part.
Wow.
If in fact,
Dupe of the century.
if in fact this Tuasisopo guy is the person on the other end of the phone, can you imagine the sickness of doing that, of pretending for that length of time that you're someone else and duping someone?
And allegedly he's done it before.
Right.
And apparently the two did meet. There was actually video of, I guess, at a game. They gave each other a hug or whatever. And
Renaya
and
Manti Te'o.
Te'o. So
it's one of these things, the more you hear, the more confusing it gets almost. We haven't reached much clarity. There was a question and has been a question floating out there if in fact Manti Te'o's story was concocted to conceal his sexual orientation. Katie asked him about that yesterday. Talking to Tuasisopo on the phone all these years, and he was looking to conceal it. But faking the death of a girlfriend is an awfully long way to go to conceal that. So,
Tangled web, for sure.
Can we shut that one?
yeah, I was going to say, did we confuse you anymore at this point?
That's the ball. Okay.
All right, let's go to our take two. Separate but equal is the question here. The Golden Globes last week, the SAG Awards this weekend, of course, the Oscars coming up. We're right in the middle of award season. The AP says gender-neutral categories at award shows are losing favor in some quarters of Hollywood. Some actresses already flout that distinction by calling themselves actors. They don't like the term actor.
When it comes to volume.
What's the idea, though? I mean, what's the movement behind having the categories come together?
I guess if you say performance of the year would be, I mean, I guess Daniel Day-Lewis or whomever you would pick.
Right. Why can't you say Meryl Streep was better than another? But to me, separate it allows more people to be recognized. You've got 5 in one and 5 in another.
Definitely.
Come on.
And it makes the show better. Come on.
And then what are they going to do? Add dogs into it, too? I mean, Uggy could have gotten the best actor.
Uggy, right? He would have been right up there. All right, take three is one that's got Natalie and Savannah really worked up here. This is a medical timeout at the Australian Open. Victoria Azarenka is the world's top-ranked female tennis player. On Thursday, during his semifinal match at the Open against American teen sensation
becoming sort of a trend. In fact, Stevens, the American player, said that it's kind of happening more and more often.
I was surprised at that because I watch a lot. She was losing her serve at that point.
Right. She was still ahead in the game. It was 5-3, but she was losing momentum she was losing her serve during one point in the match, and so it kind of broke up that point. She, at the time, she even said after the match that she felt like she was overwhelmed after the whole game, even though she ended up winning. It was 6-1, 6-4. She ended up winning the whole thing, the semifinal, and then went on to win the final, by the way.
I always wondered why they didn't have timeouts in tennis. That is a long, grueling, it could be 2, 3, 4 hours. Why you don't get a couple minutes?
I think they ought to break for lunch.
Yeah, or cocktails.
Have a Subway footlong or whatever it is, and then you go back and you play.
A lot of people in the tennis world are crying foul, though, because they're saying she maybe bent the rules by calling these medical timeouts, though the medical personnel do have to come. They have to check them out. They have to take their word for it.
And I would think that the medical person would raise a red flag if they thought that the person wasn't.
It's so subjective if she says, like, my back hurts or something. We say, no, it doesn't.
Well, how many times since we talk about bad sportsmanship on the soccer fields, you've seen that where they barely get tapped. Oh, my elbow!
The floppers.
That's called acting.
The floppers.
Performance of the year by Natalie Morales.
Exactly.
And by the way, she won easily, Azarenka. 6-1, 6-4.
So she won the whole thing.
She would have needed to fake an injury. All right, Natalie, how about a look at some of the other top stories?
say millions of parents are probably right now racing to get the Beyonce record. Does that work? Yes, we'll try it.
And a nice little counter PR for Beyonce. The sound of her voice heals human suffering.
There you go.
It works pretty well. All right, Natalie, thanks so much. Let's check in with Al for a look at the...
Cassie,
good morning.
Let's start off with the foyer, which is an area where a lot of people tend to just dump stuff, and it gets very cluttered.
Should be renamed the dumping ground in my house.
And it's the entryway of your home, so that's the first thing people see.
First thing people see. So, you know, we have always loved baskets. If we start down here, so great for portable storage, but spray paint them. Give them a little, update. And we saw this on Martha Stewart and thought they were so gorgeous and so glamorous. $22 from Lantern Moon, and spray paint is practically free.
Yeah, so it's very good. All right, now I love these little storage boxes.
Yes, lacquer boxes are full. You'll want to put them on any surface, from a console.
Love all the colors,
exactly, fun colors.
From Sea Wonder, right? So
from Sea Wonder, starting at $35.
And this umbrella stand, which I love.
Isn't it so adorable? Cute. This little owl, and I mean, who can ever find an umbrella? Never. So this is a great incentive for you to keep your umbrellas in one place, and it's from Madison Avenue Gifts, and you know, just really fun and fancy way to welcome people.
Okay, let's move on into the kitchen, and let's start off with over here the pegboard for all of our pots and pans.
Yes,
a very
cool thing from, you know, your local, you know, home improvement store.
And if you have a small apartment, it's a great idea.
Great idea. You know, frees up lots of cupboard space.
Sure does. Okay, now I love these stylish solutions as well.
The world's most beautiful cupboard or pantry.
Absolutely, to put all your dry goods in.
Yes.
Okay, now tell me about these office solutions. Now let's start off with this fantastic metal filing cabinet.
Isn't this cool?
Which you'll see.
You know, who doesn't have, you know,
normally very ugly.
A very, very ugly and beat up filing cabinet around their house. And we've just wallpapered it. So a little spray adhesive and wallpaper. And now we have a piece of furniture that's really...
Now, these are great, too, for kids' rooms.
Stylish storage. You really can let go of those plastic storage bins. And there are lots of really attractive options. And these are from Land of Nod. Start at $14. Love the chevron.
Okay. And then finally over here, clothing. These are giant bags, actually, like hampers,
right? You can put anything in these, from, you know, wood next to the fireplace to, you know, and really anything.
Blankets.
And these are from C. Jane Work, and just $42.
Fantastic.
So chic.
Cassie Post, maybe I'll start getting organized. I'm one of those container stores. I love those places.
Our friend Len Berman is here to take us on a wild ride through the wonderfully wacky world of sports. Lenny B, good to see you.
Hey, Len. Good to see you guys.
Oh, exactly.
What makes it difficult?
You can borrow that catchphrase. Make that yours.
That was good. That was good.
I like that. It's up. It's
good.
Len Berman, great stuff as always. Thanks so much. We're back in a moment. This is Today.
Here's what you have to look forward to next week. Jill Steals and Deals.
And our Today Viewer Challenge for the best homemade chicken wings in the country, just in time for the Super Bowl.
And we're going to head into Super Bowl territory next week as well.
Cool. But up next...